For as long as I have known him, Tan Sri Limkokwing was an avid supporter of the Malaysian vision. Using his creative talents, he took the initiative to promote and position our nation as a business and education hub. Tan Sri Limkokwing had the ability to understand the capacity of our people and took it upon himself to create platforms where talent could shine, especially in the creative industry. The Limkokwing University of Creative Technology is now in its 30th year. It stands as a manifestation of Tan Sri Limkokwing's dedication in education and his commitment in nurturing talent. The university has campuses around the world, being the first Malaysian institution to spread its wings into Africa and Europe. Our creative sector has grown exponentially. As a result, his contribution towards this achievement cannot be ignored. His personal efforts are noted across the globe, from the Red Crescent, United Nations, to the peacekeeping efforts in the Middle East and the African apartheid struggle. He will be deeply missed, and the impact of his endeavors will resonate with all Malaysians for generations. I hope the institution he created will continue to deliver the skilled training and programs that will be essential for any first world nation. May his legacy continue to make Malaysia and Malaysians proud.
Hi everyone. We're gathered here today in remembrance of a family member, a friend, and a respected figure in his field. Throughout the years of his life, the late Tan Sri Limkokwing had transformed the lives of many, not just through education, but also along the journey of development and growth of many nations. My family and I have personally known him for many years, a man with vision and conviction who is relentless in pursuing his goals. And indeed, the late Tan Sri is a rare talent in advertising and communications. Till today, Malaysians still remember the song Kita Satu Malaysia that was produced under my administration in collaboration with him and fellow members of the Academy. But it was not about the song or the campaign. It was the message of unity that it contained, which was communicated effectively and clearly to the people. The One Malaysia, People First, Performance Now concept, with its core values that include education, meritocracy, and culture of excellence, is one that I truly believe in, and it served to bring out the best in Malaysians in molding us towards a common desire for a better tomorrow, which we did, and the results speak for themselves. The late Tan Sri's contribution will be remembered, and his legacy will continue to be a shining example of how one can make a positive difference in our society and in the lives of so many.
Mengenali mendiang Tan Sri Limkokwing, beliau adalah seorang cendekiawan, seorang yang baik hati, suka membantu orang yang inginkan bantuan, terutama dalam bidang pendidikan. Pengalaman saya dengan beliau telah membantu membina ataupun membuka Universiti Limkokwing di Melaka, di bangunan Lisbon Hotel di Bandar Hidir. Dan beliau juga telah membantu saya ketika itu ataupun negeri Melaka mencipta lagu Melaka Maju 2010 dengan menghantar semua pensyarah dan student beliau dan tidak mengenakan apa-apa bayaran. Dan lagu itu telah menjadi lagu rasmi Melaka Maju 2010. Di samping itu, saya juga telah melawat universiti beliau di Kuala Lumpur, dan beliau juga telah buka di hampir 50 buah negara Universiti Cawangan Limkokwing dalam bidang inovasi dan kreativiti, dan saya juga sempat bertemu beliau dalam tahun ini. Bagaimanapun kita terpanjat dengar beliau telah meninggalkan kita pada 1 Jun 2021, dan hari ini kita memperingati hari ulang tahun beliau pada 22 Oktober 2021. Mudah-mudahan jasa beliau ini akan tetap menjadi kenangan kita bersama rakyat Malaysia dan juga rakyat dunia, terutama negara yang sedang membangun. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Baru-baru ini kita telah kehilangan salah satu permata dan aset penting negara dengan pemergian Profesor Emeritus Dato Seri Paduka Dr. Limkokwing. Beliau yang telah berkhidmat dan menyumbang bakti lebih daripada 50 tahun kepada negara dalam pelbagai bidang, merupakan salah satu daripada insan yang wajar kita hormati dan kita santuni kecemerlangan yang telah beliau tampilkan. Selain daripada bidang industri kreatif, beliau juga telah menubuhkan Universiti Teknologi Limkokwing yang telah melahirkan lebih daripada 100,000 graduan daripada pelbagai negara yang melibatkan 3 benua. Dan sudah pasti kehilangan beliau merupakan satu kehilangan kepada negara, dan atas sumbangan-sumbangan yang telah diberikan juga merupakan satu peninggalan yang wajar kita ingati dan kita hargai sampai bila-bila. Kepada keluarga dan rakan-rakan mendiang Profesor Emeritus Dr. Limkokwing, saya ingin mengucapkan takziah dan semoga bersabar dengan kehilangan ini, dan marilah kita mengambil nilai-nilai positif dan pandangan kreatif serta semangat progresif yang ditampilkan oleh mendiang semasa hidup beliau sebagai panduan kehidupan kita untuk hari-hari mendatang. Takziah dan salam sejahtera.
Hi all, the relatives and friends of the late Tan Sri Dr. Limkokwing, who are gathering today on his special Remembrance Day. Tan Sri Limkokwing was a man of his words, and what he promised, he would always deliver. Our friendship has gone a long way, and we communicate with each other quite often. The last was before Hari Raya last year. We signaled the need to meet and discuss matters on Sabah and Sarawak issues, and also the Limkokwing University matters for Sabah. And we were supposed to meet after the holidays, but he became unwell. When I received news of his passing, I raised with I realized that while Malaysia lost a remarkable leader, creative and innovative educationist, to me personally, I had to bid goodbye to a very dear friend. Actually, there is no single word to describe Tan Sri Dr. Limkokwing. But in my words, he was a great nationalist, a great strategic thinker, and a real champion for creative education. He has contributed enormously to the country and to the Limkokwing University, provided education to young people, both locals and from abroad. The university had also conferred me the honorary doctorate in innovation leadership in 2012. Thank you all, I'm grateful for the recognition. Today he would have been 76, but I believe he's enjoying himself in a new world. It is a life well lived, invested, and globally recognized. To his immediate family and the whole corporate group, we can all be rest assured that he is now in good hands. God bless his soul. Rest in peace, my senior brother. He will always be sorely missed. To the rest, all the best to Limkokwing institution and the legacy that he has left behind for the team to continue. God bless, friends, and all the best. Thank you.
Salam sejahtera, everyone. There's so much more that we would love to describe the late Tan Sri Limkokwing. The thoughts that come into my mind is a person that I've admired for a very long time. A person who is a workaholic, demands perfect work, is able to encourage and inspire people to show the best of what they can do. He showed this to all of us in Malaysia, that we have the creative side, we are able to be innovative, and on top of that, we will be able to show an international standard that he is recognized worldwide. We will very much miss him. And we would want to think that if we could describe more words about him, he is a man who's inspired, comes across all cultures and nations, and would want to bring the best out of everyone. For all the things that he's done, for wherever he is, thank you. We'll definitely miss him. But on this joyous occasion, we also want to wish him happy birthday. Thank you.
The sudden death of the late Tan Sri Dato Sri Paduka, Dr. Limkokwing, stunned me as we lost a person who has been the most instrumental in the innovation of creative ideas for the need of Malaysia's present and future generation. I was stunned and sad, particularly so he died of COVID-19. I felt much honored to have worked with him on the subject of national unity and integration for the multicultural Malaysian population. We worked together on two very important programs for 2 consecutive years on national unity and integration, participated by students of Limkokwing University, Kuala Lumpur. The students were from different races and cultural backgrounds from all over the world. Though a great innovator of creative ideas, the father of Malaysian innovation, as he was known, he was a humble person and can get along with any person and freely express his ideas. He expressed his desire to see a united and harmonious Malaysian society, and that is why he expressed his love for the 5 principles of Rukun Negara, which is the bedrock for unity and harmony of multiracial, multi-religion, and multicultural Malaysian society. The demise of Tan Sri Dato Sri Paduka Limkokwing is a loss to the nation. His innovation had impacted the thinking of the present and future generation. His pioneering creative innovation will be remembered for a long, long time.
My name is P. Kamalanathan. I served as the Deputy Minister in the Ministry of Education from 2013 till 2018. My wife and I were shocked and saddened in the passing away of the most prolific educator of our nation, Tan Sri Limkokwing. We've had the pleasure and honor calling him a friend over the last decade, and his humility and burning passion towards quality education are characteristics that stand out and impacted me deeply. He put Malaysian institution in the global creativity map and brought praise and respect to our nation through his commitment to academic excellence. Although the bright flame has gone out, but the sunshine of his lifelong service to education lives on as his international legacy continues to impact many more generations to come. My sincere condolences to his family and fervent prayer to the Divine to place his soul among the blessed and worthy. We have lost a dear friend, but we will forever treasure the good times we spent with him. We will surely miss you, our dear Tan Sri.
First of all, I would like to say thank you for this opportunity to say a few words about my dear friend, the late Tan Sri Dr. Limkokwing. What can I say about a man who was larger than life? Tan Sri was already well known in the advertising industry. In the field of education, he was one of the most prolific educators in the country, who had a burning passion towards quality education. Tan Sri was a legendary icon of creativity and innovation in the education industry. He brought the world together through Limkokwing University, his brainchild which he started in 1991. He was meticulous in everything he did, and he had built an education empire like no other, giving hope and a future to those who otherwise lacked the means and the opportunity. He spread his wings in education not only in Malaysia, but also globally. He had close ties with many world leaders, including President Nelson Mandela. To me personally, he was a good friend that valued friendship from his heart. We had the highest respect for each other. We used to spend hours over lunch or with my family members over dinner, talking about education, the topic closest to his heart and mine as well, besides other interesting topics like politics and our country's future in education. He was indeed a man who had so much love for this beloved country of ours and extremely patriotic. His was a life well lived. He has achieved many milestones that has had an impact to the education sector in Malaysia. He will be missed dearly not only by his beloved family members, but also by those who had close rapport with him. Thank you. Rest in peace, dear Tan Sri.
I wish to extend my deepest condolences to the late Tan Sri Limkokwing's family on his passing. The first time I met with the late Tan Sri was way back in 2004 during a training program organized between the Royal Malaysia Police, and the Limkokwing University. Ever since then, we have stayed in contact. How do you describe the late Tan Sri? Well, he is that kind of a person who touches your hearts and souls the moment you meet him and leave a lifelong impression of him. The world and Malaysia mourns the loss of a great legendary icon of creativity and innovation in the education industry, who has always strived for academic excellence. Tan Sri Limkokwing will forever be missed, and he will live with us in memory forevermore. May you rest in peace, Tan Sri.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat tengah hari. Saya ACP1 Kamarul Azran bin Yusuf, Ketua Polis Daerah Sepang, mengucapkan takziah kepada keluarga Tan Sri Limkokwing serta staf Universiti Limkokwing. Kematian beliau amat dirasai dan merupakan satu kerugian yang besar dalam industri pendidikan negara. Beliau adalah founder dan juga presiden Universiti Limkokwing yang merupakan universiti kreatif Malaysia. Terima kasih.
Mohd Fadzil bin Ali, bekas Ketua Polis Daerah IPD Putrajaya. Salam takziah kepada keluarga mendiang Tan Sri Limkokwing kerana pemergiannya tempoh hari. Jasa dan budi baik mendiang Tan Sri Limkokwing kepada IPD Putrajaya semasa saya menjadi OCPD Putrajaya amatlah dihargai dan disanjung tinggi oleh semua warga IPD Putrajaya. Kepada keluarga mendiang dan warga kerja Universiti Limkokwing, teruskan perjuangan untuk menjadikan Universiti Limkokwing sebagai universiti yang melahirkan kemajuan kreatif yang terbaik di dunia.
The news of the late Tan Sri's passing really caught me by surprise. Gone too soon was the thought that came to mind. I will always be grateful for the words of wisdom that late Tan Sri shared with me not too long after I took on the role of CEO of MDEC. He had invited me for a visit to Limkokwing University, and of course I was excited to pay him a visit. We were neighbors in Sabajaya after all. But what I was not expecting was the incredible welcome that he had prepared for me, but more importantly, the special gifts that he had as well. He presented me with this, which you can tell is huge, and he had told me that he had asked his team to scour the whole internet for a picture that represents what he thought of me. Refreshing leadership. And the caption goes, in recognition of your inspiring leadership to provide Malaysians with the opportunities they need for the digital marketplace and to lead Malaysia's digital economy forward. Refreshing leadership. Now, I never really thought of myself as that, but that's the thing. Sometimes it takes wise, caring leaders to point out the things in you that you don't see and to help you push things forward and help you push on. I think that is Tan Sri's legacy. His work both here in Malaysia and in Africa, and his vision was always that the thing that helped keep us moving forward. I will always be thankful for that wisdom of the time that we shared together, and I'll always be grateful. And I want to thank Tan Sri also for this beautiful dress that he had gifted me as well, made by his students. So I feel blessed and I feel thankful, and your memory lives on. Thank you.
Tan Sri Dr. Limkokwing, a household name in Malaysia and an icon of global education. Late Limkokwing has left a deep impact on global education, particularly in emerging technologies. We remember and appreciate his strong support to Pakistan in higher education sector, one of the key priorities of the government. A delegation of Limkokwing University led by late Limkokwing had also called on Prime Minister Imran Khan during his state visit to Malaysia in November 2018. He shared his vision and proposal for development of higher education and human resources in Pakistan.
He has made a lasting impact on the lives of the youth of Africa, including South Africa. in terms of his contributions to the education and human resource development of our youth. His was a life well lived, a life of purpose, a life of meaning, and a life of innovation. He was an entrepreneur, an academic, an educator, a businessman, and a humanitarian. He was an ambassador for peace, understanding, and creativity, and he will be remembered long after his passing, particularly as the youth that passed through his hands lead their full lives into the future.
Dato Sri Paduka, Dr. Limkokwing, was a dear friend of the Kingdom of Eswatini, a dear friend of His Majesty King Mswati III, and also played a monumental role in my life as a father figure, housing me in Malaysia, overseeing my career, mentoring me, along with many other people under his wings.
He was kind of like a father to me, a very kind man, a very nice man, which of course the memory that we shared, it's something that I will keep for the rest of my life. So right now, I just want to say, definitely, others, they say he has passed away, but he is with us, especially the Limkokwing family. He is a seed now, so many presidents Limkokwing will come up so that the world can enjoy the pleasure of his brains, because definitely when you look around the world, when you look around Limkokwing universities, if it was not his vision, those universities probably would not be in existence. So we just want to thank him.
Dr. Limkokwing has played a huge role in education across the world. His approach to education has truly been innovative and groundbreaking. He was a visionary that was not scared to tap into new areas in any field he pursued. He introduced education that focused on relevant skills in addition to learning that emphasized on creativity, talent development, and leadership qualities to Eswatini. He reinvented education methodologies that has seen the Eswatini education landscape change.
It is a great honor for me to join you in commemorating a visionary leader and education giant, Professor Limkokwing, during this inaugural Founders' Day. In addressing Botswana's vision to become a knowledgeable society with relevant quality education by 2036, Professor Limkokwing undoubtedly disrupted conventional academic practices to introduce a new way of learning that will enable young Botswana to gain education that turns them into job creators rather than job seekers, ensuring an internationally competitive workforce that is creative, productive, and tech-savvy. Limkokwing University has and continues to have a beneficial partnership with the people of Botswana. Through this institution, thousands of young Botswana graduates have been empowered with skills needed to be globally competitive. Limkokwing graduates are now leading in industries that they have chosen to pursue their dream careers in.
Some people leave footprints that will not be washed away by the rain, that will not be blown away by the wind, that will not be overshadowed by heroes that come after them. Tan Sri was one such person, because he left more than just footprints. He left heart prints. He left mind prints. It was a pleasure and an honor for me to have met this great man.